What's up, everybody? I've been getting asked a little bit about updates on the bug, so I figured I'd take a couple minutes here and we can take a look at it, talk about what we're doing and where we're going with it. So this is my 1969 Volkswagen Baja Bug. It is my first car. I got it as a birthday present from my parents when I turned 13. It was in pieces, kind of similar to how you see it now, and all the parts were inside. And it was supposed to be a project. Unfortunately, life happened. Dad was busy running a business and dealing with 2 children and horses and all kinds of other stuff that we were blessed to be able to have growing up. So eventually, finally went through the car. We were trying to get it ready for a car show in Arkansas? I don't remember. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, came up with a Volkswagen show that we wanted to take it to. So threw it together. The fiberglass pieces were in flat black primer, and the body of the car was still in this blue here. So took it to that, had some fun, drove it around for a while. Then when I moved to Arizona, lived there for a little while, and then when I came back home to collect Alex and take her with me, I ended up driving this car all the way from Winchester to Mesa, Arizona. Yeah, that was a long drive. So a little bit about the car. Like I said, it's a Baja. I haven't done anything to the suspension. That's how I got it. It had steel wagon wheels on it, which I have since I painted those, then took them off, and then now I've got these aluminum slots on there. Really made the car look a lot better, in my opinion. The engine that I got with the car is still not together. It's a 73 1600 cc dual port. Pretty good case. And then I think it was Christmas the year after I was given the car, I got a 1776 cc engine kit to assemble it. The block has been checked, it's been line bored, it should be ready to assemble, and it is in the other room getting ready to be put together, hopefully. So Dad hooked me up with this 1300 cc that he had, just a single port. Then a good friend of mine and my dad, while I was in Arizona planning to come home and get this, added the deep sump you can see down there, added the high volume oil pump and the oil filter adapter, and a few other things. I came up with the better valve covers, put those on there, and really that's about it. It's pretty stock, nothing special. It's slow. Back to the car. As far as I know, that's the stock transaxle. Other than being cut up and made into a Baja, it's pretty well stock. So I was talking with some of my intro to auto students, trying to figure out what would interest them in some of the projects that I have, and a way to give them something to work on, something to learn hands-on. And I said, okay, I've got this, and this, a bunch of different cars. Rate 1 through 3 what you would maybe be more excited to work on. Really was kind of shocked to find out that pretty well everyone in the class had the bug on there. If not number 1, it was at least on the list. So brought it in and decided, you know what, it is time to finally clean this thing up and paint it. Circling back a little bit to while I was in Arizona, it still was the blue with the black primered fiberglass. Decided, you know what, I have a little bitty tiny 1-car garage. I'm gonna buy a bunch of cans of black Plastidip. That was when it had first come out. And so I Plastidip this whole car in a little bitty tiny garage. And I didn't do it right. It didn't last well. It's fading. I do not like it at all. So we're going to take it all the way back down to bare metal and paint it. Probably gonna be gloss black. While we got it apart, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the body off the pan. We're gonna fix some rust that we got down here. For the front end, originally it had like pins there, so we're gonna fill those holes. And as most of these cars do. It has started rusting in the battery tray, so we're gonna fix that. Probably get a new carpet kit, redo my dash, make that look a little nicer, redo the stereo. I'm not real proud of how that turned out, but I was in Arizona, didn't have any good fabricating tools, so I did the best I could. As far as the engine we talked about, it's going to be the 1776, and I fully intend on putting a turbo on it. Probably only gonna run probably 10 pounds of boost at the most. Should make it a fun, spirited little car. So stay tuned. I will update y'all as I can.